6. For the first time in state history, the Juneteenth flag is flying over the state capitol. Juneteenth was created to celebrate African-American liberation from slavery in June 19th, 1865. Although President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation 2 years earlier, in 1863, the last group of slaves in Texas were not actually freed until 2 years later. From there, many would argue that slavery never truly ended. It simply transformed. Madison College President Jack Daniels III points to mass incarceration, discrimination, and systemic racism as examples. And thousands are gathered in Madison today to celebrate Juneteenth locally.
With the latest from Olin Park. Adam?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, we're getting close to the posted end time of today's celebration here at Olin Park, but folks are still out dancing and maybe grabbing a last plate of food before this event transitions into its next phase. Now, today's events were made possible by organizations like Urban Triage and Freedom Inc., and we've featured music, raffles, and more, but also one big emphasis on voter registration put on by the Black Student Union, which organizers say is a priority today.
It's so important. We want black voters to get out and vote. We know how important it is and how disadvantaged our communities are and outreach for voting. So our goal today is to have 500 people registered to vote.
Now, today's events will wrap in the next half hour, and from there, those attending are planning a march from here at Olin Park to the Dane County Jail. Well, they'll pair up with a free the 350 bail bond, a local bail fund aimed at helping those who can get out of the Dane County Jail. We'll have a live update tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Adam, thank you. Governor Tony Evers is calling on the Wisconsin legislature to pass a package of criminal justice reforms as the state celebrates Juneteenth. This is a list of some of the changes he is calling for. However, he has not ordered a special session for the Republican-controlled legislature to take up the proposals. Assembly Democrats and the Black Legislative Caucus requested the special session. Speaker Robin Vos released a statement that, quote, "This year, Juneteenth serves as an important reminder that more must be done to ensure every American can enjoy the same freedoms and opportunities outlined in our founding principles." The governor has the power to call a special session, and Republican lawmakers can call an extraordinary session.
In Kentucky, Louisville police are terminating one of the 3 officers involved in the shooting death of Breonna Taylor. Mayor Greg Fisher made that announcement to fire Officer Brett Hankison during a news conference today. Hankison is accused of blindly firing 10 shots into Taylor's apartment as she slept back on March 13th. Taylor, an EMT, was killed after officers forced their way inside her home and exchanged shots with her boyfriend. The mayor previously put off the move, repeatedly saying he was not able to take action on the case.
We are learning more about the couple found shot and killed outside of Fort Atkinson home Tuesday night and their connection to the man authorities are searching for. Amanda Quintana is here with more.
Deputies were originally called for a burglary on Tuesday night and found the bodies of Nedra and Jim Lemke in the driveway when they arrived. Shortly after that, deputies were fired at and the house was lit on fire. We now know that house was Nedra's father's house. Her dad passed away less than 2 weeks prior. Today, we're hearing about who Nedra and Jim were before their tragic passing. Their pastor says they were genuine, authentic people. They worked in the church's youth ministry for the last 20 years, teaching Sunday school to middle schoolers, and went on missions trips around the world.
The question I get asked a lot and that I share with my students is, why do bad things happen to good people? Because Jim and Nedra were the best of the best. And we live in a world that's full of evil, and we live in a world that is hard. But we have hope in that. In the midst of hardship, we have hope, and that's Jim and Nedra. They were even and consistent with...
Pastor John Ackett says the congregation is devastated and grieving, but they're also happy knowing that in the midst of this terrible tragedy on Tuesday night, God was still there for Jim and Nedra. The Department of Justice is looking for this man in connection to their deaths, 61-year-old Kevin Anderson. According to their father's obituary, Anderson is Nedra's brother. Their father's will was filed in Jefferson County just last week, listing the both of them along with 3 other siblings as recipients of the estate.
New at 6, Madison police say 2 women were left badly shaken after one had a gun pointed at her head near the UW-Madison campus overnight. The 2 21-year-old women were walking together near Lake Mendota around 2:30 a.m. when a man came out of the shadows and showed the weapon. They ran away and nobody was hurt. Police say they have a person in custody on a parole hold, but he has not been arrested for this incident.
Showers and storms possible tonight and tomorrow. Let's check your first warn forecast with meteorologist Chris Reese. Chris?
Yeah, we've seen some of those showers pretty much all day today. A lot of those have been northwest of Madison, and they've decreased in the coverage and intensity. If we could switch over to Max 2 here, that would be fantastic, just so I can show the folks the radar that we have. Thank you so much. There we go. Now, we do have a little shower that's showing up towards northern part of Dane County. That's going to be over towards Mazomanie, Black Earth, Cross Plains. Right now, there's no lightning associated with that, but we'll keep a close eye on it. Some of the stronger storms are towards the north of Madison earlier on this afternoon. Now we're starting to see a decrease in the activity, but I expect that to tick right back up as we go through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. Temperatures have been a bit cooler towards the north and west as well. That is where the showers have been all day. 88 is the temperature right now in Janesville. They have sat at 88 for really about the past 6 hours or so. But the dew points, they are now into the mid and upper 60s, flirting with the low 70s, so it's humid. That humid will act as the fuel for more thunderstorms overnight into tomorrow. Gary Canalti will continue to time those out in that full forecast coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, Chris, thank you. To our coronavirus headlines, health officials confirm almost 300 new cases in Wisconsin today. A considerable drop, though, from the 389 new cases seen yesterday. The state has seen a total of more than 24,000 cases overall. DHS officials say 21% of those cases remain active. The positive percentage of new positive cases has dropped to 2.5%, a decrease from yesterday, which was at 4% for the first time in weeks. Dane County and the Tenant Resource Center are launching a more than $10 million emergency program to prevent evictions. It aims to help some 9,000 Dane County residents at risk of eviction due to the struggles from the coronavirus pandemic. We have details on how you can apply at channel3000.com.
The Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development is reporting a lower volume of calls as they work through an influx of cases brought on during the COVID-19 pandemic.
But as our Gabriella Becerra shares, some people are still waiting months for their unemployment benefits and face the possibility of losing their homes. Gabby?
Eric and Charlotte, time is ticking for many people, still waiting for those unemployment benefits to come through. But as one Madison man shares, he doesn't have much time left to wait.
We have blown through $6,000–7,000 of our savings. You know, we worked hard for that, you know, and it's like it's all been sucked away and there's nothing we can do about it.
After 11 weeks of waiting for unemployment benefits, Reginald Hill says he's running out of options.
Our cell phones got cut off today because we can't pay our bill, you know, and what's next? Our internet, and they're homeschool kids. You know, so if that happens, they're out of an education.
Hill says they don't have the money to pay their rent come July.
He's been very understanding. We lucked out with that, you know, but when it comes to the first of the month, you know, he still has a mortgage to pay on this home. And so we have no guarantees, you know, and if he had to give us a 5-day notice or evict us, I can't blame that man.
Hill's family isn't alone in this.
We've already seen the number of evictions climb as the courts are slowly reopening. We are seeing an increased number of individuals that are facing eviction for just basically not being able to pay rent.
Legal Action Wisconsin attorney Erica Lopez helps people facing eviction and advises applying for community resources, but those take time that some don't have.
Like I said, people can apply for different sorts of funds in the community. That's still not going to be enough. People need, 4 to 6 months of rent maybe by the end of this. But we will see an enormous increase. And I just don't think we know how big it's going to be, but it's going to be big.
So people like Hill are hoping for answers from the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development.
We do look at cases on a first come, first served basis. So when we had that influx of cases within that short period of time, we have a limited number of staff that are able to work on the actual adjudication process.
Program and policy analyst Emily Savard says it's more complicated than just sending checks in the mail.
Though everybody would have loved to be able to pay out benefits immediately to people when they lost their jobs, we still have to follow those rules and laws. And we've been reminded by the Department of Labor that we can't take any shortcuts.
For Hill's family, he says there is nowhere else to turn.
You have these kids, and, what can we tell them? We can't give them any reassurances because we don't have any.
Legal Action Wisconsin says there are resources out there to help people in situations like the Hill family. News 3 Now is digging into how those resources can help, and we'll have that story tomorrow at 6.
Gabby, thank you. President Trump plans to tour a marine shipyard in Marinette next week, marking his first visit to Wisconsin since January. This is the same shipyard Vice President Mike Pence visited back in November. The president plans to take a tour on Thursday and deliver remarks. On Tuesday, Vice President Pence plans to hold the first Faith in America event in the Milwaukee suburb of Pewaukee.
Former Wisconsin Governor Tommy Thompson will be the next interim president of the UW system. Amy Reed live on UW Madison's campus to explain why the Board of Regents thought he was the right choice. Amy?
Even though the board doesn't see this as a permanent fit, Regents think the 18 months that former Governor Thompson will serve as president will put the system in a good spot after the difficult time it's been going through.
We have varsity. Can you imagine being at the Buckeye State trying to sing that song? Or the Gophers? We're varsity. And we're Badgers, and don't you ever forget it, no matter where you go.
Former Governor Tommy Thompson made his feelings for the University of Wisconsin known back in 2016, sharing his alma mater love while getting an honorary degree.
That we're the greatest university, the best faculty, and the best students.
Today, the system showed it loves him back.
These are difficult times. Tommy Thompson is the right person at the right time to lead this system forward.
The Board of Regents announced Friday the Badger will be back, serving as interim system president after its original finalist for a permanent successor backed out. His qualifications, working a budget at the state level and public health on a federal level, sets him up to lead the UW through budget shortfalls and the other hits from the coronavirus.
His experience working in crisis situations, whether it be 9/11, anthrax, worldwide pandemics, he's been tested, he's been proven, he's an exceptional leader. I think there's great opportunity for Thompson to lead right from the get-go.
The appointment is for 18 months. A search for his replacement will begin after 12, but Regents expect Thompson's experience will put the UW in a good spot.
Tommy Thompson is not a placeholder. Tommy Thompson is being hired to come in and help us find a path forward.
And I believe a year from now, we'll be able to demonstrate clearly that the UW system is not only stable, but is solid and competitive and one of the best systems in the nation.
A member of Thompson's staff said that there was nothing more that the former governor wanted to say today, but one of the people that he could be working with in the state legislature was quick to praise the hire. The Senate Majority Leader said he couldn't be happier with the pick.
All right, Amy Reed live tonight. Amy, thank you.
Coming up next at 6, what does it take to move a 185-ton church to a new location? We'll take a look at the project in the town of Burke when we come back.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
Gobin Cars Grand Opening Sale, beautiful Middleton. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
That's right. Buy 2017 Nissan Sentras and Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
Gobin Cars is selling 2018 Kia Fortes for only $89.95 or $149 per month.
Hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Steinhaffel's 4th of July sale and get a free Yeti cooler. Get 35% off store-wide plus an extra 5% off our quality furniture. Plus no money down financing for 60 months and free no-contact shipping. Get amazing deals like any size Sealy mattress, $99. This sofa, $399. 5-piece dining set or this queen bed, $599. And get an extra 10% off all in-stock patio. 5-piece patio set now $399. So shop Steinhaffel's first during our biggest 4th of July sale ever.
The 17th Annual Madison Area Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, featuring newly constructed homes in 5 of Dane County's most sought-after neighborhoods. The newest trends, tech, and designs. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for more information.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Wisconsin Historical Society is recognizing the company behind preserving Garver Feed Mill. Baum Revision is receiving the 2020 Historic Restoration Award, recognizing the effort to bring new life to the former feed mill. Their crews began work on Garver in 2017 after it was vacant for 19 years. The project finished in 2019 and is now home to 11 small businesses.
The crews are working to move an historic church in the town of Burke to a new foundation. Burke Lutheran Church is 121 years old, built back in 1899. The entire building is being raised from the foundation and moved. Then a new fellowship hall, kitchen, and offices will be built. It is quite the process, given the structure weighs about 185 tons.
You got to lift it off the foundation and crib it up, which you can see all the cribbing and stuff behind us. And then they put dollies under there, and each dolly has 8 tires. And then there's about 20 jacks that lifts the whole building. And I believe they're like a 20-ton jack. So there's about 20 of them under there. So they raise it about almost 5 feet, and they put the dollies on. And then there's a couple power dollies that'll help push the church.
Well, crews spent the day rigging the church. They'll spend the next few days gradually moving it and plan to slide the church onto the new foundation on Wednesday. We'll be right back.
It's here, Slumberland's huge clearance event. You do not want to miss this one. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, one-of-a-kind items, crazy low prices like sofas as low as $278, this gorgeous bed on closeout for only $148, or this classic sectional for just $799. Plus, get totally free doorstep shipping. No contact, no minimum. Hurry into our huge clearance event and save. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Celebrate this 4th of July knowing you look your best with Plexiderm. Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is wholly words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags? And
yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it. This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14.95. See it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
I'm meteorologist Gary Canulti, live on location in Fitchburg for the Madison Area Builders Association Parade of Homes, starting today and running through June 28th. It's actually a pretty nice evening if you don't mind the heat. The houses are air conditioned, so it's pretty nice if you're touring the homes inside. I'll have a little more information on that in just a minute. But first, let's take a look at our weekend forecast. It's Father's Day weekend. There will be a chance for a shower or thunderstorm tonight, but for the most part, the better chances for showers and thunderstorms will be tomorrow. And then for Father's Day Sunday, I'm thinking thinking it'll be mainly dry with just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm. The humidity levels will actually drop a bit for Father's Day. Now, there is an air quality advisory in effect until 11 p.m. for areas east of Dane County today, again for high levels of ozone into the Milwaukee area, but the atmosphere is becoming more humid, and that's actually helping limit some of the ozone production. The humidity is also leading to some showers and isolated thunderstorms. You can see nothing really big right now, but we'll widen out the radar view, and you'll see that for the most part, most of the thunderstorm activity is still back in Iowa, and it'll take a little while for it to get here, but we will see better chances for showers and thunderstorms overnight and into the day tomorrow. And tomorrow, there's a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms according to the Storm Prediction Center across southern Wisconsin. Gusty winds would be the main threat along with heavy downpours, and then there's also the possibility for some hail. That's a little more likely farther to the west where temperatures might be a little bit cooler. Otherwise, as we take a look at weather track, you can see right now we're kind of on the dividing line with the humid air here and then cooler and drier air out to the west, but that's not really moving in our direction very quickly. So we're going to be on that dividing line through the weekend, giving us chances for showers and thunderstorms. The southeast is a little cooler because of cloud cover. The northwest is a little cooler because of cloud cover, and because of that, temperatures right now are mainly in the 80s. The 90s are to our south and east. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 80 degrees. It'll be warm and humid with scattered showers and thunderstorms. As far as the future track is concerned, you'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms overnight into the day tomorrow. Now, the best chances of showers and thunderstorms, I think, will be tomorrow afternoon as temperatures get up around 80. Tomorrow night, they'll start winding down a little bit. And then as we head into Sunday, Father's Day, hopefully we'll catch a break and see actually partly sunny skies, less humidity, and just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Now, as far as the 7 to 10 day forecast is concerned, we're looking at generally shower and thunderstorm chances on Monday and a slight chance Tuesday and Wednesday in the afternoon. Then as we head in the latter part of next week, you'll see how those temperatures start to increase as we head into the following weekend. High temperatures back in the mid-80s by the end of next weekend. A little more humidity could lead to some shower and thunderstorm chances at that time. Now, we're here in Fitchburg, just south of Lacey Road at the Madison Area Builders Association Parade of Homes. Starts today, runs until the 28th. There are several locations where there are homes around the area, but for the most for the prices, it's $15 for adults. For seniors 65 and over, the price is $5, and for children from age 6 to 17, also $5 admission. And as far as the actual locations, there are spots in Fitchburg, also in Westport, as well as Windsor and Wanakee. So they're scattered around the area. You can see also DeForest on there. So those are the areas where you can see the Parade of Homes, and again, it runs until the 28th of June.
And coming up in sports, only moving forward, while the head Badger says nothing's changed for his team, even though this year, totally different. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Mad City moving. You haven't seen moves like these before.
My wife has always been there for me. 46 years. But now it's my turn to take care of the love of my life. I know a Grace will help me take the very best care of her.
Just call. A Grace will help.
Get more help with your laundry at the laundry cleanup sale now at the Brothers Maine.
Save time and money with the latest in laundry from Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana with 0% financing for up to 18 months. Get even more help with free delivery on washer-dryer pairs and a risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. That's why we're the More Store. It's the laundry cleanup sale with more selection, more savings, and more help with your laundry. Only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Save big money and get 11% off everything at Menards. Speed up your cleanups with the Dremel Versa Cordless Power Cleaner. It scrubs away tough dirt and grime indoors or out. $44.39 after 11% off. Whether you're hauling a trailer, boat, or camper, this tri-ball mount from TowSmart makes it easy to switch between one of 3 ball mount sizes. $35.57 after 11% off. Start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. At McGann's, our #1 priority is treating our customers right. We want your shopping experience to be fun and informative so you have all the information you need to make smart choices. We're shoppers too, and we believe in treating our guests like family. We always have and always will. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be so glad you did.
Mad City moving. You haven't seen moves like these before.
More reopenings around town this weekend with new policies in place to keep you safe.
And you'll have some extra sunlight for those plans. Saturday, the longest day of the year and the official start to summer.
Chris Reese is tracking heat, humidity, and storms at 5 and 8.
If there's one thing we know about Wisconsin football, excuses aren't in the vocabulary. Mistakes happen, but it's how you handle that adversity and move forward. The adversity for the 2020 team, COVID-19. The Badgers missed 15 spring practices where young guys have a chance to get quality reps and better learn the system. But head coach Paul Chryst isn't spending his time dwelling on that. He's sticking to the Wisconsin mantra and moving forward.
If you try to take the approach of how do we make up for something that was lost, I think you'd really be frustrated, and I don't know if you gain anything. It's an opportunity that if you want to get better, you can. And if you want to use it as an excuse, then you've got an excuse built in. But it was a time where you could use to separate yourself. And I do think a lot of guys took advantage of what was a very different time.
Last week, we introduced you to Orlando Tucker's Poetic Justice series, where he's using his words through poetry as a catalyst for change. Today, the Wisconsin assistant men's basketball coach dropped his second poem called Black Millennial, one he wrote 2 years ago, but is still relevant today.
Hoodie on, hoping I don't get shot. If it ain't by my own, then it's gonna be a cop. If it ain't by a cop, then it's gonna be the system. Treat him like an animal and hold it against him. Label him a felon when you know he's a victim. Only see the melanin, but don't see what's in him. So, young black millennial, don't act so typical. Don't lack peripheral. Colorblind your mind, but don't mask your physical.
And former Badger Kobe King, who announced he was transferring to Nebraska in February, has decided he won't be playing basketball for the Huskers this season due to personal reasons. King played in 20 games last season at Wisconsin, averaging 10 points per game.
Orlando Tucker, my goodness.
Yeah, you go to his YouTube page, just search Orlando Tucker on YouTube, and you hear the whole thing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. And here's Chris with a final check of our forecast.
Temperatures will cool down towards about 67 tonight. We'll keep that chance of showers and thunderstorms around, but they really begin to increase tomorrow afternoon. That's when we'll see the best chance. The extended forecast does cool down by the time we get you towards Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Low humidity and temperatures in the 70s.
Chris, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
We'll see you back.